With a study from the New York Times saying that 48% of Americans do not like big business, I would like to argue that they do play almost an essential role in our economy and our society. While I do not agree with everything they do, I would like to show that they do have benefits that can help all Americans in some way or another. First, I'd like to start off talking a little bit about a couple of companies that have recently made a lot of changes to not only help their employees, people outside of their company, but also the environment. The first one I'd like to talk about is Apple. They are not traditionally a very charitable company, but since Tim Cook has taken the position of CEO just in 2011, he has made a lot of changes. Months after he was put in that position, he sent out a letter to all the full-time Apple employees that said Apple would match all their donations to charitable organizations up to $10,000 a year annually. And since then, that has raised about $25 million. If an Apple employee volunteers time, Apple will pay $50 an hour to that charity or cause that they are volunteering time at. As a large company, Apple requires a lot of power and energy. 100% of their data centers run off of renewable resources. All of their US-based headquarters run off of renewable resources, and they're making efforts to make their international production plants and headquarters run 100% off of renewable energy. They also have been taking materials out of their products that can be harmful to the earth, and they have made it so that the majority of the things that go into their phones and computers can now be recycled. Just like Apple, they do a donation matching program for their employees, but the difference is they match up to $12,000. Google is also known for donating money in scholarships and to various charities and causes all around the world. They not only do that, but they also try and get their users to be just as generous as they are. They created an app called One Today, where it allows people to easily donate money, just $1 a day, to different causes all over the world. And when it's just $1 a day, people don't think about it as much, causing them to donate more. Google has been carbon neutral since 2007. A lot of their applications, services, and products have become more energy efficient, and also most of their services run off of renewable energy now. Apple and Google are not the only companies to donate money. Billions of dollars are donated annually from companies big and small. It doesn't matter the size of the company, whether it is a company like Google or a small local business. A lot of companies have donation programs where they give out to either their local communities or global causes, where many large companies are being run or have been started by a younger generation. I believe this younger generation sees the need for charity and helping the environment, unlike that old typical idea of a corporation where their only goal is just to accumulate money. Like in Google's case, they spend a very, very large amount of money a year in just research. To them, money comes second. Research and making their products quality comes first. And if it happens to make them money, that's just a bonus on top. I believe companies are starting to see that it is no longer just up to the government to provide charity and help the environment. I think they are starting to understand that it is up to them just as much as it is up to the government. When you see companies like Google or Apple going to 100% renewable energy sources to power most of their operations, we can see that they do care more about the environment and more about people than they do just their money. While of course they are a corporation and they will always try to collect money, I believe that they see that it is also up to them to help others and to help the environment. I think that they also see that if they help out, it'll help them out in the end, and it might even make them more money, because if they donate products or resources to schools or to students, that could help them learn and that could increase their knowledge, maybe get them into a better school, into a better job position. And if they can do that, then they can afford nicer things, say the new iPhone or the new Nexus phone. Then that makes Google more money and Apple more money just to reinvest into people. Because when it comes down to it, all that matters is people. Without people, we wouldn't have Google. Without people, we wouldn't have people buying their products. And if people weren't here, the environment wouldn't be an issue. So I think they're starting to realize that people matter and their consumers are what really matter.